We're ready.
All right, the meeting is now in session. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sarah, roll call.
Councilmember Campbell.
Here.
Councilmember Hanselman.
Here.
Councilmember Barnhart.
Here.
Councilmember Garbett.
Here.
Councilmember Mays. Councilmember Bakke.
Here.
All right, we do have one council member that is not currently present. I will let you know that I did receive a phone call from Councilmember Mays, letting me know earlier in the day that he might be late to the meeting due to some work that he has going on in his company. So I will leave that up to you guys if there's something that if you would like to make a motion to excuse him or not.
I'd like to make a motion to excuse. I'll second.
Councilmember Campbell has properly made the motion with Councilmember Bakke seconding. All those in, Tara, roll call.
Councilmember Hanselman.
Yes.
Councilmember Bakke.
Yes.
Councilmember Barnhart.
Yes.
Councilmember Garbett.
Yes.
Councilmember Campbell.
Yes.
All right, motion passes. There's a real chance that he'll be coming in here soon though. Okay, looking at the agenda, we have, we actually have two special presentations. However, we're only doing one this evening, as the other one had a conflict tonight, so we'll push that to our next meeting. So tonight we will be, looking at some promotions, within our police department. And Chief Enlow, I'm gonna turn it over to you to kick us off.
See who's up first here. Maggie, you can step up front for me.
It catch, yeah, it
All right.
catch you anywhere that you're fine.
Not sure if I'm gonna attack by it or what. So. All right. I'm gonna just read this to you as we promote Maggie to a sergeant here. On behalf of the Village of Georgetown, the Georgetown Police Department, and the Chief of Police, it was great pride and honor that we extend our sincere congratulations to Sergeant Maggie Timmers on her recent promotion. Sergeant Timmers brings a wealth of administrative experience to her new role, which is evident in the remarkable contributions she has made to our department in a short amount of time. Her expertise and dedication have significantly enhanced the efficiency and effectiveness of our operations, and her proactive approach has been an invaluable asset to the police department. Sergeant Timmers has constantly volunteered for duties beyond her call as a patrol officer, exemplifying her commitment to serving our community. Whether stepping up as a leads TAC officer, taking on a crucial role of a field training officer, or assisting in the auditing of the property room, Sergeant Timmers has consistently gone above and beyond without even being asked to. Her willingness to take on these additional responsibilities, driven purely by her dedication to the department, the community, speaks volumes of her character and her work ethic. We are confident that she will continue to excel in her new role, bringing the same level of dedication, professionalism, and integrity that she has constantly demonstrated throughout her career. Congratulations, Sergeant Timmers, on a well-deserved promotion. We're incredibly fortunate to have you within a leadership role of our department. Yeah, we'll get a quick picture here.
And we have to swear her in too.
All the format
We have that
formalities.
Sean, you're gonna, okay.
We gotta move around the
This
ordinance
way.
here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let me swear. Go ahead and swear in and then we'll move. Sounds good. All right, so congratulations first of all. Thank you. So I'm gonna go ahead and swear you in. If you will, Maggie, go ahead and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Maggie Timmers,
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Charter and ordinances
the Charter and ordinances
of the Village of Georgetown,
of the Village of Georgetown,
and will obey the laws thereof,
and will obey the laws thereof,
and will faithfully,
and will faithfully,
honestly, and impartially
honestly, and impartially
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of a member of the Georgetown Police Department,
Georgetown Police Department,
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations. Thank you so
Appreciate it.
much.
Next, sir. Captain Green, on behalf of the Village of Georgetown, the Georgetown Police Department, and the Chief of Police, it's with great pride that we extend our heartfelt congratulations to now Captain Assistant Chief Jesse Green on a well-deserved promotion. Captain Green's unwavering dedication to the safety and well-being of our community is nothing short of exemplary. Over the past 8 months since my return to Georgetown, Captain Green has consistently demonstrated profound commitment to the citizens of Georgetown, stepping up in every way imaginable to ensure that I was successful as well as our department. His love for his community is evident in his daily actions and his decisions, from the safety pup program to the National Night Out and all in between. Captain Green has gone above and beyond the call of duty, consistently putting the needs of our residents first and serving a guiding force within our department. As he transitions into his new role as Assistant Chief, we are confident that Captain Green will continue to be a beacon of dedication and professionalism. His tireless work ethic, coupled with his deep-rooted connection to the community, will undoubtedly lead our department to even greater heights. Congratulations, Captain Green, on the significant achievement. Your promotion is a testament to your hard work, loyalty, and integration, the deep respect you have earned from your colleagues in the community you serve. Thank you, sir. I'll get a picture of you.
Picture, and then we'll do a. Oops. You're fine. Good. All right. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Jesse Green IV,
Solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of
the
Ohio,
Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Charter and ordinances
the Charter and ordinances
of the Village of Georgetown,
of the Village of Georgetown,
and will obey the laws thereof,
and will obey the laws thereof,
and will faithfully,
and will faithfully,
honestly, and impartially
honestly, and impartially
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of a member
of the member of
the Georgetown Police Department,
the Georgetown Police Department
upon which I am about to enter.
for what I'm about to enter.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Just a quick note to add on that. I meant the words that I said in those, and I'm proud to have both of you guys on the department as leadership. And I know how much you guys have helped me already without me even asking. So, with a combined experience of over 50 years between all four of us, I'd say we're going to have the leadership down pretty good here. So I appreciate you guys stepping up and helping me even when you didn't have to. Congratulations.
Sean, would they like to get a group picture, family picture?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do that real quick.
Here comes Sarah.
Right here.
All right, thank you.
Come on up, Mike. You ain't getting out of this one.
Nope. No, that's not mine.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
All right, so we're going to move on through our general business. Item A on your agenda is a resolution that we were going to be discussing tonight. However, due to some inspections that are still pending, we are not able to discuss this property. So I would actually entertain a motion to table this topic until the next meeting.
I'll make a motion to table resolution A, so we have more information.
Second.
Councilmember Campbell has made the motion with Councilmember Baki seconding. Tara, roll call please.
Councilmember Huntsman,
Yes.
Councilmember Campbell,
Yes.
Councilmember Garbutt,
Yes.
Councilmember Barnhart,
Yes.
Councilmember Baki.
Yes.
All right, motion passes. I did. I'm gonna go backwards on the agenda just for a second, as I did skip public comment. We do have a couple people in the audience tonight. Kelly, would you like to address council?
Certainly.
Have a seat, and we no longer have microphones, so it's right there. It should be picking you up just fine when you start to speak.
Great. Well, thank you for having me. And I am Kelly Foss, and I am the president of the Brown County Conservative Republican Women's Club. We are going to partner with the Brown County Republican Party, and we are hoping to have an event on October 14th, which is Columbus Day or Indigenous People Day. And we would like to block off the street in front of the Republican headquarters, which is Cherry Street between Apple and Main, South Apple and Main. And so it's going to be a street fair, food truck. We're going to bring in our parade float, have speakers. I have approached Bernie Moreno to come and speak. We're going to have a chili cook-off. We're not selling food. We are just providing food. The food truck would be responsible for its own license. So we're going to have face painting for the kids and games and tables for organizations such as Pregnancy Resource Center and Knights of Columbus. We're just asking that we can use this, block off the street for that and use that space. So I've never come before you before to ask, but I don't know what the procedure is, but do we ask and you vote, or just...
We'll talk about it here in just a second. If you could just reiterate the date again,
October 14th.
and what's the timeline?
We would like from noon to, really it's going to depend on Bernie Moreno and his availability. So I'm thinking noon to maybe 7 in the evening.
Okay. And is that a Saturday?
It is a Monday and it's a holiday, so there'll be nobody on the square as far as the courthouse.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna look to the group here and to Travis too as well, to provide some feedback here.
So what was the section of street?
In front of the Republic. Just that.
Just that.
And,
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly doable.
and you're certain, I mean, that seems like to me, it seems like for all that you said that you were gonna be bringing,
Mm-hmm.
it does kind of seem a little, you sure there's not gonna be overflow, cause I guess I just feared like somebody's tipping out on that back street or.
Shut
the whole thing down.
So we would have the parade float at one end to block off that end. The other end where Cherry Street Cafe is, I really don't foresee us having more than 100 to 150 people tops. We would also be on the inside of headquarters, which is pretty spacious. So I foresee the chili part being inside headquarters. And a food truck would possibly be at the other end where Cherry Street Cafe is. I mean, it's a pretty good space. If I had to come back to ask for another chunk of street, is that a possibility?
Assuming this group is okay with it, you would just Travis a phone call, and then Travis could work out the details with you.
Okay,
You
great.
don't have to come back to present in front of council.
Okay.
Do you got anybody opposed to this?
We would assist with safety barricades and that type of thing.
Right.
Any opposition? I don't see that being a problem. I would just ask that probably within about 2 weeks of your event that you connect with our administrator, Travis Dotson, and then we start finalizing how we barricade and making sure all of that's covered. And outside of that, we're good.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much. You just made that
Thank
too easy.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Jay?
I don't really have anything new to say. I just wanted to thank everyone for listening to all of the new candidate or the new appointees. But I just wanted to thank everyone for their time. And I get up here and I had a whole bunch of things I wanted to say and how I wanted to say it, but it never comes out. So I just babbled on and sounded like an idiot. But I'm here to say that I would help in any other way if there's anything I can do or volunteer for any service. I'm more of a doer, hands-on kind of construction guy. So if you want stuff like that, I can be your guy. Not exactly I'm not an administrator type of person. So, but if you need my help, I'm here to help.
That's what makes the world go around.
Yeah.
Different mixes of what we can do and
Right.
how we can help, right?
Yeah.
So, absolutely. And again, we appreciate your interest in council, and certainly appreciate the fact that you're continuing to show up and provide feedback to us too as well. So, thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, seeing that there is nobody else in the audience, we will continue on with our general business, and we were at item B, adopting the ordinance or discussing the ordinance for the curfew. That is on page 10 of your agenda. Councilmember Campbell, can you please read that by title for us?
Sure. An ordinance adopting a revised juvenile curfew in the village of Georgetown and declaring an emergency.
All right, discussion? John? I think you put this together, mostly working with.
Yeah, so, you want me to talk about this? I'm happy to. You'll recall 2 meetings ago, we had a discussion about, Chief Enlow. Was it you? I think you were the one.
Sergeant Green.
Was it Sergeant Green?
Yeah,
we
Was here, and I think you were together. But that's right, Sergeant Green, now Assistant Chief, talked about the fact that, and I know some of you saw it on the news as well, there was an incident at the fairgrounds involving some juveniles, and there had been some other matters that necessitated the idea of revisiting our juvenile curfew. So as a result, I put this together, I ran it through the chief and administration and the mayor, and we're presenting it to you tonight. This should mirror what you all talked about at that meeting and what you wanted to see. You'll notice in there's some carve-outs for things like Halloween, Fair Week, and then any school activities. And I think those were, and any village-sponsored activities as well. So.
Further discussion? Joe's looking at something for us here.
Yeah, one second.
So, alright, the second one, I guess, might be for Jared Chief Enlow. So if you guys end up having a repeat offender and you have to file an employee charge, you can do that through the juvenile court, I'm assuming at that point, if they violate.
Basically, when the old way that we had to do it, if a juvenile was caught out past curfew, the parent got a ticket. That was our recourse through the village. And we found that was sometimes not the parent's fault, and that didn't help the juvenile. So let's kind of add on that. That just because we have that law in place doesn't mean that we have to enforce it or charge them. It just gives us leverage, parents, things like that. And if we catch the kid out at 2 a.m. and the parents were completely okay with it, they're probably both going to get charged. But, yeah.
All right.
And we did put language in there to address that. I think you saw that. Section 8 could issue a warrant.
And some questions did come up too as to people outside of the village, like driving through the village that don't even live in the village, and that will pertain to anybody in the village. So if you live in Ripley and you drive to Mount Orb, if you drive through the village, that ordinance would cover whoever is in the village.
All right, if there's no further discussion, I would entertain a motion.
Before you do your motion, there's one thing I want to point out. There's a couple references in here to the word resolution versus ordinance. This should be an ordinance. So I would ask that, it's technically a scrivener's error, but I would just ask when we make a motion that you do so as amended to reflect that the word resolution where it's listed should say ordinance.
All right, is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the amended resolution.
It's an ordinance.
Ordinance.
Ordinance, yes.
Yeah, as amended.
As,
Got it.
I'll second.
Councilmember Campbell has properly made the motion with Councilmember Barnhart seconding.
Did we read it by title?
Yes, we did read it by, Kelly, you read that by title, correct?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Kara, roll call, please.
Councilmember Holzman,
Yes.
Councilmember Baki,
Yes.
Councilmember Barnhart,
Yes.
Councilmember Garbutt,
Yes.
Councilmember Campbell.
Yes.
Laura. Okay. All right, so that one passes, guys, and we are moving on to C on the agenda, and that would be the regular council session meeting minutes from July 24th. That's on page 13. Take a look at your packet and those meeting minutes.
Did we get an ordinance number for that?
Oh yeah, sorry. 1371.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I have one suggested change on the minutes.
Okay.
Tara, on your minutes on July 25th, I think you just left a word out under executive session. It should read 121-22G1 to consider the appointment of a public official.
Okay.
Got it. Thank you.
Any other edits? If not, I will entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Motion has been made by Councilmember Baki,
I'll second.
seconded by Councilmember Campbell. Sarah, roll call, please.
Councilmember Campbell,
Yes.
Councilmember Garbutt,
Yes.
Councilmember Barnhart,
Yes.
Councilmember Baki,
Yes.
Councilmember Holzman.
Yes. Motion passes. On page 17 is the work session meeting minutes from August 15th. Same thing, take a look at those. If there are any edits, we will listen. If not, we will entertain a motion to approve. Page 17, guys.
On page 17, under John Luty's presentation, in parentheses, I was confused that night. It's John Luty E.
E. Lane.
Lane,
Yes.
correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good catch. Any other edits? Alright, if not, I will entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion.
Councilmember Garbutt has properly made the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Councilmember Barnhart. Tara, roll call, please.
Councilmember Barnhart,
Yes.
Councilmember Baki,
Yes.
Councilmember Campbell,
Yes.
Councilmember Garbutt,
Yes.
Councilmember Holzman.
Yes. Motion passes. Alright, next up on the agenda would be our administrator with an electric capacity update.
So yeah, I talked last time about the capacity market and futures for electric, but I wanted to go back on this one page and just kind of talk about what we can do to help minimize these effects. And I showed this sheet before, but I didn't really go into detail. This column is our annual peak. That's how much power we use on those 5 hottest days of the year. So like last year we had a mild summer, we were at 7.5 megawatts. This year they're estimating it over 8. It'll probably be closer to 8.5 because it's been a hot summer. But if you look, if we're able to shave some of that peak, and, you know, if we could knock that down to last year's 7.5, that knocks, you know, almost, well, 75,000 off of the total. And if we can get that down to 7, you're looking at a savings of over 100,000 a year. So how do we do that? Starting next year, and I'm not sure if we've done this in the past, but AMP does notify us when they're expecting those peak days, and we can post on Facebook, and then people can like pre-cool their houses in the afternoons if possible, and then turn the thermostats up during that 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. or 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. time frame. Try to use the least amount of electricity we can during those periods, and that would help lower that peak. And that peak is what calculates for that whole cycle. For that whole year, we're paying at that peak rate. So if we can shave a little bit of that expense on those hottest days of the year, it does benefit us. Now we can also look into programs where residents get rebates for a smart thermostat, and then the thermostat is provided by AMP, and they can actually, on those hot days of the year, they can power your thermostat to cool your house down ahead of time, and then change the thermostat temperature to like 73, 74 during that peak time to allow for some energy savings. The resident can still override that, you know, if they choose to, if they're, you know, in a position where they need to cool the house or whatever. But, you know, those are options that we can consider. The higher our capacity goes, the more effective those little things will be. So, you know, it's something to consider for the future, because if those numbers keep going up, the more we can do to shave that peak, the better. So that is all I have.
Any questions for Travis? Are there programs that you're definitely going to be looking at least to see?
Yeah, we're already enrolled in some cost savings, but yeah, we can look at a program where we can make those thermostats available.
Would be a good thing to offer for sure. And I don't think we've really, in the past, as a village, done much about hedging some of the peak days and getting the power use down. So I think that would be something that would be welcome.
So yeah, we can start posting that and see if, you know, if people are willing to assist with that.
Great, fantastic. All right, next update, again, back to you, Travis, update regarding our playground.
So yeah, our playground rep is on paternity leave, so we don't have an update. I was hoping to have an update this week, so hopefully soon.
All right, sounds good. And then finally, paving update.
Paving, American Structure Point is working on the bid packets, so we'll have those out to bid here soon. They understand the urgency to get those out as soon as possible, so they're working on that now.
All right, any questions for Travis? If you guys don't know, this is your second full week?
Second full week.
Second full week, Travis has been in office, I'm sure you guys have noticed, just like me, he's been here a lot, and he's definitely picking up and making things happen and moving things that probably haven't been touched in quite some time, so certainly I am noticing that, Travis, and I know we as a village appreciate it, so appreciate what you're doing, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's see, we are going to, let's see, on page 20 is your fiscal report. Take a look at that. That is our payment listing that we have going out. If there are any questions, we can try and answer. If not, we can deflect to Greg and get back to you. I do see quite a few expenses that were pertaining to Kegs for a Cause. Do you have any questions on that? Any questions in general? Okay. On page 21 is your mayor's court report. Chief Enlow, anything to update us there?
On the mayor's court report, I don't have a mayor's court report. I have an update on the police department.
You're fine.
Is that good?
I didn't know if you had any commentary on how mayor's court's going or seeing any trends or.
yeah, it's going about house band. It's kind of slow right now. We're down a few officers as well as the busyness of everything else.
Alright. And then you do have a zoning report from our zoning officer, Mike Click. Any questions regarding that? You guys are making it easy tonight. Alright, we will move along to our round table, and I'm gonna start to my left down here with Councilmember Campbell. Anything for the group tonight?
I was gonna say, I was in town earlier and saw a lot of, grinding in the parking lot at the old MIDA building, and that thing looks like it's coming pretty quick, so good news for that. But no, I have nothing else.
Yes, I saw that too as well. It looks like they're getting ready to do the parking lot, which has been a topic of interest on social media, so be exciting to see that completed. Our newest council member, Councilmember Hanselman. Anything for the group tonight?
No.
Alright, thank you. Councilmember Barnhart? No. Councilmember Garbutt?
I'll just mention, I know Mike would want to mention it, is that the skating on the square event that was canceled has been moved to August 31st. So all the same things will be going on. I think they picked up a few additional vendors. So August 31st, there on the square, we'll have that event that I believe he and Steve Wolf is going to be the DJ. So just anybody wants to come out to that, I'm sure it'll be a good time.
Is that still the same time?
I believe so, yeah.
6 to 8:30.
8:30?
Yes, 8:30.
That's it.
Alright. Councilmember Baki?
Just briefly, congratulations to Assistant Chief Green and Sergeant Timmers. Speaks a lot for the department that they're able to bring quality people in and retain them and take care of them. That's all I got.
Absolutely. Our fire chief is out on vacation this week, so he is not here. Turning to our Chief Enlow, our police chief. What do you have for the group tonight?
Got a couple things here. First thing I wanted to share is our final certifications in the Ohio Collaborative. And if you don't know what the Ohio Collaborative is, basically it's a board that has set standards based on different groups of set requirements to be able to become certified in these. A lot of that has helped us through the acquiring of the Lexipol policy. And so you have to follow these guidelines, and they actually check them and come in-house and do it, which was pretty intense. We had our review about a month ago, where they come in and go over your records and everything that you submitted. So we got final certification in all 5 groups, which is use of force, recruitment and hiring, community engagement, body-worn cameras, bias-free policing, investigations of employee misconduct, vehicular pursuits, and law enforcement response to mass protests, demonstrations, and agency violence. And then this will have to be kept up every year with yearly reviews on each of those groups, which I'll do at the end of the year. Which will be basically just statistics sent to them on each of those groups. So that's a big accomplishment with getting that Lexipol policy up, which helped us do, which will also open us up to more grants and things like that. We just took in 2 cruisers that we got today, or yesterday rather. Over the past 8 months, I've been looking, trying to find the best deal. We normally don't buy used cruisers, we usually buy a new cruiser, but I was able to find 2 very, very well maintained used cruisers to help our fleet for less than what it would cost for 1 cruiser. So that helped us save a lot of money there. One's a 2020 Dodge Durango, and the other one's a 2018 Ford Explorer. The 2018 Ford Explorer has 32,000 miles on it, and it looked like a showroom vehicle. It's a really nice car. So that'll definitely help us out. One of the things I'm doing to try and save even more money, or not save it, but just allocate it to other places, is I'm going to upfit them myself, which will save us thousands of dollars on that end as well. We got our, I mentioned the Pepperball blasts that we took in on donations for the, when we did the Dunkin' booth. These are those right here. Basically what they are is they've got a window punch on one side, where you can punch a window, and then it's got a slide lever here, and then if you push that button, 5 rounds of pepper balls will be expelled from this. So the reason I show this is because if you guys would like a demonstration and want to volunteer to get in a car, I can set that up. It's considered a non-lethal device. So everything else we carry is, other than mace, is considered a less lethal device because there's a potential, anything carries the potential to death. These so far is considered non-lethal. So it's a PAVA type powder, which is like a pepper ball. I've been introduced this multiple times. It's not a fun time. But if you guys want to see a demonstration, maybe I can get one of my guys to do it. It would be fun. We could park it out front and pop a window and blow the car up with it. But yeah, so I just want to show you what we got with those donations. So each of us will be carrying these. Detective Pendleton, he's in Columbus PD right now, finishing up his detective training. He's on day 5. He's kept up with me every day. He's super excited. He's learned all kinds of different stuff, and he's ready to. Actually, last message he said, he's ready to come back and solve some more crimes, which is crazy because he's already got like 7 that he's doing. So he's learned some pretty cool stuff up there that'll help assist, as well as making a lot of contacts there. Timmers, as I kind of mentioned in her promotion, she's already signed up for field training officer class, which should be going for 4 days next month. Kyle, Maggie, and Brittany has now fully taken over the property room, and they're in the process of doing a full audit to make sure everything is okay since we've had a change of administration there. And that's all I have.
Fantastic. I know you mentioned cruisers in your report, and one of the things with having Travis on board already is Travis and Sean have already sat down. What we realized is really there wasn't a strong plan implemented around previously around maintenance of the cars and really how do we replace them, what's that look like, and budgeting towards that. So that's one of the things I'm really excited about the two of them working together on, is really getting a solid plan in place that's best for them, but also good for the village, right? So lots of good stuff going on there. Thank you, Sean, and congratulations on the Ohio Collaborative. I know that's been a lot of work, so definitely. All right. Travis, anything else for the team here tonight?
Yeah, a couple things. I spoke to Sarah Beach. She asked that we pass along the commissioners are hosting their second public forum on the comprehensive plan. That's going to be September 18th, 6 p.m. at Southern Hills.
Not to put you on the spot, but do you plan to attend that?
I might be able to attend that. Yeah. And this is different information than the first public hearing. So.
Okay.
And then the September council meeting is, I believe, the week of the fair. So how do we handle that?
Typically in years past, during the fair, we've had the meeting fall and we have not had the meeting. What are the thoughts to that idea?
Yeah, just having one
Having one.
the second week.
Yeah. So the only meeting then in September would be September 12th. I see some head nods, everybody.
Yes.
So okay. Do we need any motion or anything?
Since it's a previously advertised meeting, we'll just need a motion to cancel that meeting and have one meeting then.
Should we wait to do that at the work session in case there's
Is that
a
the
need?
second meeting we're canceling?
Yeah, it's the second.
Yes.
Why don't we wait just to make
Okay.
sure, but you've announced it so people are aware.
Okay.
That could be something.
Yeah, good.
Sure, that's on the agenda. All right. Anything else, Travis?
That's it.
All right. Our Solicitor Joe Braun.
I do have something to report. This week, I attended a seminar with the Ohio Attorney General's office, and it was specifically focused on record retention and record retention policies. And I picked up on some things that I think will be helpful for us. When I looked at our most recent record retention policy, it was extremely old. It was before, actually, it's not even in a Word format. It's so old. So I'm going to be proposing some changes to that, and I'll bring that through. Also taking into account things like digitizing, particularly marriage court records. There's some things we can do so that we can not have to keep those as long as we've been keeping them. And it will also free up some space in the police department, where we all know that space is a premium. So I'll be getting a lot of that information to you over the next week or so.
All right. Outside of that, is there anything additional that needs to come before council? Upcoming meetings, we have our next work session meeting that is on September 12th. Again, work sessions begin at 6 p.m. opposed to traditional meetings, which is the second meeting of the month that start at 7. So next meeting, September 12th at 6 p.m. right here in the council chamber. If there's nothing else that needs to come before council tonight, I would certainly entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion.
Councilmember Campbell has made the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Councilmember Baki. Tara, roll call.
Councilmember Hanselman,
Yes.
Councilmember Campbell,
Yes.
Councilmember Garbett,
Yes.
Councilmember Barnhart,
Yes.
Councilmember Baki.
Yes.
All right, motion passes. Meeting